So I went to the doctor for routine blood work just for a checkup. And the blood work came back almost a week later. I was perfectly fine with that. And the doctor said he wanted to have a video conference with me. So I met with him via teledoc, and he went through the results, but it was as if he was going through them for the first time ever. He's reading through the papers and he says, "Oh, this looks good. Everything looks great. Blah blah blah. Also, you're pre-diabetic." And I was stunned because the preface was everything was good. Pre-diabetes sounds horrible to me. So I have a look of shock, and he says, "Don't worry, everything will be all right. Have a great day. I gotta go. Bye." And he hangs up the teledoc call. And for I sat there kind of stunned for about 2 minutes, and then I called his office and I said, "Listen, I need to speak with the doctor. So I need to go over these results. I'm not satisfied with our conversation, and I'm scared. I don't know what pre-diabetes is. I don't. All I know about diabetes is that you have to get insulin shots, and I was hoping that that wouldn't be the situation for me. But I called them, and they said, "Oh, the doctor's busy. Oh, the doctor doesn't have time. Oh, the doctor this." And I was like, "I need the doctor to make time. I'm not okay." And what they did was they put me on the phone with the nurse, and the nurse said, "Listen, you're pre-diabetic. I'm sure everything will be okay. What you really need to do is just change your diet. All right, I have to run. Have a great day." And that person hung up on me. And again, it was as if they didn't have enough time to explain to me uh, what was wrong. And I didn't know what was wrong. So, of course, I resorted to the internet, which led me to the possibility that I was going to die or go into a diabetic coma. So everything wasn't great. And luckily for me, I got in contact with you. And you suggested that we could have a meeting with your sister, and the meeting with your sister could result in more information, and that's really what I needed.
Just for context, my sister is a family practice physician. Go ahead.
Yes, yeah. So honestly, I was just feeling scared and confused, and it was reminiscent of the situation with my father, actually, which you're familiar with. But we don't have to go into that. I just really wish that somebody took the time to explain things to me. And feeling scared is not something that's uncommon, especially for me or anybody in our community, because we don't get the information. We don't get the basic care and the basic empathy. And it would be awesome if somebody took the time to sit down and explain things to us.
So tell me about that conversation you had with my sister.
The conversation with your sister, it was completely different. It was she said, "Hey, can you explain anything from the results?" And honestly, I have no medical background. All I know is that my A1C was high, and I let her know that. And the first thing she did was she said, "Hey, I'm sorry that you're going through this, but we'll get through this together." And just that opening was so impactful for me. It actually like brought me from, I was at a 9, she brought me all the way down to like a 3 as far as anxiety goes. She says, "Let's talk about this," and she explained how the A1C could go up and how I was possibly just intaking too much sugar. And I did explain I do love lifesavers, and I was knocking out like 3 bags of those a day. Obviously, that's gone. But she also explained the other eating habits that needed to change, as well as adding exercise to the diet, which was really impactful in my change. And this conversation was about 3 months ago. I'm actually down 20 pounds
Wow.
since that conversation with your sister. She explained to me that prediabetes is not diabetes. It's saying, "Hey, it's on the way, but we can shut this down now if you make the necessary changes." We talked about changing the quantity, like the size of the amount of food I was eating as well. We got that down. I'm drinking a lot more water, which is actually really helpful as well. And the conversation left me feeling not just seen, but like I was an actual human being. Like I deserved to live. Where the previous conversation that I had with my primary care physician was just like, "Hey, this is going to happen to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And good luck." But your sister took time to explain how minor changes that I've made in my life have improved it immensely. And I'm forever grateful that she took the time to have a 30-minute conversation with me just to walk me through this. And it left me feeling confident, and it left me with really positive results, as I have to say. Being down 20 pounds is kind of cool.
Congrats on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anything else you wanted to add real quick?
You know, I really want to touch again on the humanity aspect of this. Like the fact that your sister made time to just walk me through this. It was probably the most important thing that anybody in the healthcare facility healthcare industry can do. Just be empathetic and show compassion, show care. And I understand that there's limited resources and limited bodies, but we need help. And I just want to thank your sister again for making time for me.